A huge amount of excitement, really, in London. We've been to several polling stations already, Claire, these last 6 hours, and you really feel that people are extremely excited, nervous, a mixture of lots of things, but a very emotional day actually here in London. There's worry and excitement on both sides that this is a vote really about the future of the country. Both sides are convinced of that. Both sides are very nervous that it'll go the wrong way, with all the unexpected consequences that will follow, particularly if the Get Out camp wins. You mentioned a moment ago the fact that David Cameron had pledged in his last manifesto to hold this referendum. I suppose one of the questions really will be the effect that this will have on him personally come tomorrow morning, and whether as Prime Minister he can survive this referendum almost whichever way it goes. If you imagine a vote in favour of leaving the United Kingdom, Claire, then clearly his position is untenable. If you imagine a Remain vote winning, the idea that he would continue to govern with a cabinet as divided as it is, with a party as divided as it is, seems equally untenable. So I think by tomorrow morning, the focus of this story shifts very much to Downing Street and what happens over the course of the next few hours and days politically inside the United Kingdom, whichever way the vote about its future in the EU goes.
Melissa, as I mentioned before, polling stations opened about 6 hours ago. They're going to remain open till about 10 p.m. local time, I believe. And then how's the night likely to play out?
Well, the idea had been that this would be a very different election to the kind that we're used to. Normally, exit polls, we saw it in the last election, remarkably reliable, come out at 10 p.m. The broadcasters deal with those on the basis that they're almost certain to reflect the outcome later in the night, and the constituency votes come in, confirming generally what the exit polls have predicted by 10 p.m., even as polls close. This time, that's a little different. Most broadcasters have decided not to commission exit polls this time. There are reports, however, that one broadcaster may actually have ordered one nonetheless. So we might know a little bit more than we thought. Also news that in the city, hedge funds have ordered a few of their own. So we might get an idea, but it won't be the sort of official exit poll that we tend to broadcast as a matter of fact, even at 10 p.m. So the idea of how the thing has gone could come by about just after 10, but there won't be confirmation until much, much later, probably the early hours of the morning.
All right, thank you very much indeed for that update from London, Melissa. Melissa Bell